All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. We're here on a Wednesday. We don't usually do our show on a Wednesday, but tonight we're going to do something special because it's my birthday, and I decided, you know what, I feel like talking about a lot of things. So, guys, prepare yourself. We're going to talk a little bit about cancel culture forgiveness. Is there such thing nowadays? We're going to talk about the AMC ticket prices being treated like first class and coach on a plane, and we're going to read some of the early reviews of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania tonight on the Rundown, guys. Stay tuned. Oh, it's lag. I guess I should have had that ready a little bit better. Maybe it's because because I'm hitting the record button. But let me know if you guys are watching us live, if we're lagging, if it's working pretty good. If it's lagging, I think I know why. But if not, just give me that thumbs up or thumbs down to say if it's or just say something in the comment section. Let me know what you guys see or if you don't see out there. But thanks for joining us for another episode of the Rundown. Like I said before, in the past, I try to do the Rundown every Thursday, every week with the full. I call it the Scooby-Doo crew. But I also want to do Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I decided to try it on a Wednesday, and here we are. So we will be doing a rundown tomorrow as well. But it won't be at the regular time at 7 o'clock. It's going to be earlier because coming back to the Rundown or to T3 Media Studios will be Amy Newman. So she'll be joining me tomorrow, but stay tuned for that. But tonight, we're going to talk about some things. And joining me today this is the first time I'm introducing you as officially Mrs. This is Mrs. Christopher Fagan. I just went old school with it. That's right. That's my wife right there. Mrs. Christopher Fagan. That's legally who she is.
Yeah, because I went and had my license changed with the very awful DMV cameras that they have. I think they do it on purpose.
She wanted to go in there and purposely make a face. She learned a new workaround. They don't let you take pictures if you make a face, but the guy said if you walk in making the face, then they can't accuse you of making a face because they assume that might be your condition. So she was like, I'm going to test that out. No, she didn't do that. No, she took a regular photo.
I took a regular photo, but I swear to you, it's like the memes you see where it says when you turn on your front camera, and it's like you've got 4 chins. Yeah, I swear they put the camera on the floor and took the picture going upwards. So yeah, it's a really awful picture.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. You're fine. It's fine. It's great. I didn't see it yet, but because it hasn't come in yet. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us in the super chat and in the chat box. Oh, speaking of super chat, if you want to do that, I got the donation meter finally up here. So keep a close eye on this, guys. I'm going to tell you about this in a second. Look, we're going to cut the show up into 3 acts like we normally do. Act 1, we're going to talk entertainment news, trending topics, things like that. Act 2, we're going to talk about reviews. We're only going to talk a little bit about the early reviews that are coming in for Ant-Man, like I said before. And in Act 3, we're going to run down some Reddit reads today. So we don't have much to talk about tonight. I'm just kind of testing out the new graphics, new things. And to go into overtime, if you want to watch us live during our overtime session where we talk about a little bit of more, mature topics, if you if you donate to us like through super chats and things like that, if we hit our target goal, which tonight, like it is always until we extend it, is $25. If super chats come in, so please thank you for supporting the channel. If we do hit the super chat goal, we'll keep the cameras rolling while we record the lowdown part of the show, which is this is the stuff that's only going to be available for our Patreons and our channel members. So with that all out the way, let's get started with Act 1. Act 1 is, and I don't got the graphics up, guys. I've been busy, so no fancy graphics this time. I'm going to just go right into it. Act 1, the whole thing with AMC and the ticket prices. You brought this up to my attention the other day. So AMC, they made an announcement that they will officially be charging an additional, $1 or something here or there for the more premium seats.
Basically,
premium.
It's like the seats that are right in the middle.
Right in the middle, yeah. Go. And what else did they say? Do you remember what they were talking about? I'm pulling something up real fast.
Well, they will have lower prices for the nosebleeds or right down in the front row.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're a AMC like the Stubbs member,
it doesn't affect you.
Right.
So I'm an AMC member, and let me pull this up real fast. I am an AMC member, so that doesn't affect me. I'm an A-list member. I just went on last week to go see A Knock at the Cabin, and even if now I'm curious when they say it doesn't affect A-list people. I don't believe them, because it specifically said on their website, there was like an asterisk, specific showings. The showings before 4 o'clock, it doesn't affect you at all. After 4 o'clock, depending on the movie, I wouldn't be surprised that even as an A-list member, even if it doesn't affect you as an A-list member, it does affect your guests. So if I went to the movies by myself, theoretically, it wouldn't affect me at all. But if we go together, and I like to sit in the middle. Sometimes, for the most part, sometimes we sit on the side because I don't want to be surrounded by a lot of people.
I try not to get up in the movie. I don't want to miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like, if I do need to get up, having to be like, excuse me, pardon me,
yeah.
like down the aisle.
So because of that, and you want to be all fancy, all up in the middle with me, then we would be paying for that extra $2, $1, $2 maybe for that premium seats. Now, if we were in the front, which is considered coach in the movie theater, the adult, now the prices go down. It's like, so we're giving you a discount, if you want to sit in the seats where nobody likes to sit. Here's what I think they're kind of doing. For some situations, they're probably banking on people who want to save as much money as possible. They'll probably pay for those cheaper seats. I don't want to pay $11. I'm used to paying $10, so I'll sit in the front. If you're sitting in the front, that means there's still available seats in the back. Or if the front fills up first because they were cheaper, then the only seats that are left are the ones in the back. That's usually that's not how it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be how it's going to happen at all.
If you're a member, you'll also get access to the better seats before everybody else. You'll get to choose those seats before others that aren't members.
I don't see how that they can enforce that, because if you're willing to pay extra, it doesn't. I mean, they would rather get that dollar anyway, no matter what. But I mean, because if I'm paying for A-list, I'm no matter what, unless they're thinking about increasing the monthly membership of A-list, which I'm watching for that. I'm expecting that to happen too. But I would, if I was them, because capitalism rules everything, I would give people who aren't members first crack. That's just me. I mean, you might be right. I got to look into it. You might be 100% right.
That was what I was looking at.
That might be the situation, but I wouldn't see why they would. I mean, they're going to get more money from the ones who, let me see if I can do this correctly. Oh, it's not going to work. Give me a second, guys. Let me fix this. They're going to get more money from the people who are going to pay that extra dollar who aren't members. So why wouldn't they give them first dibs at it? I mean, it just makes more sense on that level. Let me put this up. I'm sorry, I'm doing this incorrectly. There we go. So if you go to AMC Sightline is what they're calling it, introducing Sightline. It says an A-lister, our best seats are included. As an added perk to our AMC Stubs A-list members, reservations can be made in the preferred sightline seating at no additional cost. I'm expecting that to change. I don't expect that to stay the same.
And it also states that this is a trial program that won't be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It will only be in the big markets initially.
Chicago, New York, I think is where they say it's going to start. Yeah.
To see what happens. Because yes, if it immediately is met with
resistance,
too much problems, then they'll go back to the drawing board. So it's not like it's going to come out everywhere, and that's just the way it is. It's a test.
Yeah, they test. That's a test. They testing my nerves is what they're doing.
So the beta program, we gotta
more ways to. But they said by the end of the year, it's going to be throughout. More ways to watch for less. Sightline at AMC applies to all showtimes after 4 p.m. So before 4 p.m., I guess, when people are at work and you can't really pay for a ticket. So it's almost like those days where it's like normal when you go to the earlier screenings. It was like $2 or $3 or $4 cheaper. Because those seats stay empty.
Oh yeah, because there are not many people are going
not because everybody's mostly at work. The matinees, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So that makes sense. So 4 p.m. I guess that's a reasonable time. Will that happen during holidays, spring break, summer? I'm telling you, I'm expecting after a while when they realize, man, we can squeeze an extra $1 here or there during the summer. It's going to be. No matter what time the movie is playing, during Christmas or Thanksgiving vacation, it doesn't matter what time it is. At 4 p.m., I'm telling you, it'll change eventually. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but I'm assuming. I gotta get my graphic. I gotta keep remembering to change those lower thirds. I'm assuming that's gonna change. But anything else that you spotted on the website? We're not gonna spend too much time on this.
No, not really. Yeah. I mean,
it is what it is. But
you just got like. AMC is pretty much all we ever go to because you have it.
If you tell them that, then they're gonna raise the damn price.
But I mean, we don't, because I had some people that on my Facebook I saw commenting. There are people I know that I guess either they don't go to movies often or they don't go to AMC.
Right.
Who are like, oh my gosh, you mean I can't just walk in the door and sit in any seat I want to, and of course in my head I'm like. We've had to choose seats now for.
You mean assigned seats? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean AMC's had assigned seating for several years
at least
now.
Since the pandemic. Yeah.
I know. I guess that if it's not AMC, other places still are. You just walk in the door and sit down, but AMC's been doing that for several years. That's not new.
Let me see if I can get this correct. There we go. No, it's not anything new at all. I mean, if anything, we were the last country to really get on top of this. Other countries were like, y'all should have been doing this.
Yeah.
You do this for all your other events, music shows, concerts, things like that. Why are people still fighting to be first in a long ass line to try to rush and get into that middle seat that everybody wants? It was all a master plan. I feel like years ago when they were like, yeah, let's incorporate the assigned seat program because eventually we can charge for a premium seat. I bet this was a master plan way back.
Most of the anger were people who were just like, I can't just walk in and sit wherever I want to, and I'm thinking like, I didn't even comment because I'm like,
that would be the situation anyway if the movie theater was packed.
But I was just like, clearly you aren't aware that this isn't new. AMC's been doing this. This isn't a new concept.
Yeah, but even back before
you clearly don't go to know that it's already assigned seats.
Right, which means that you're not the suckers that they're trying to target ananyway. They're trying to go.
So you're getting mad about something that's been going on for a couple of years now. So I don't know what you're to do about nothing.
But but that was also true back in the day when you weren't, one of the first people to show up, and if the theater was packed, you couldn't just sit anywhere you wanted. You had to sit wherever was available. It was the same. It's the same scenario. Yeah. At least if you get ahead of it, if you buy your ticket online and purchase at a reasonable time, you'll know that your seat will be available for you. So assigned seating is better. It's been proven. Anyway, guys, let us know what you guys think about what's going on with AMC, changing the rules, creating coach and first class, and you should have, what I always say, that stewardess that always closes that curtain on Coach. You should have worked a little harder. Maybe I wouldn't have to do this. And they shut that damn curtain on you and serve the lobster to everybody in the premium seats. Let's talk about it a little bit later, and maybe we'll talk about it again when, I guess, if you want to continue the conversation. All right, moving on to the next topic. All right, so you guys might have saw on the thumbnail the main topic right now is what's been going on, a little bit of a situation online. So as far as I understand it, a FedEx former FedEx employee was delivering a television to a customer, and if I can, I can't change it. I'm sorry. A little technical difficulty back here, guys. So a lady by the name of Annessa or something like that. That's her TikTok name or whatever. Let's just say the FedEx driver delivering a television to a customer, and she was struggling because it was a big item. It was heavier. It was very heavy, and I think she said she slipped at one point, and it was a big situation. The person that was receiving the product was just watching, according to her. And she got frustrated. She got mad. Like, I already failed. I hurt myself. I mean, any decent person would have helped. And when they said no, they're not going to help, then for some reason the FedEx driver decided to get racist. The customers were Hispanic, and it was all about, like, if you watch this video, it was all about speak English, go back to your country, the typical stuff that idiots like to say. And then, later on, you want to be apologizing for being dumb. Now, this is a website I came upon about the story. It's called, mundonow.com. And they briefly go over, no, that's not this. Oh, that's not the story. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Let me see if I can find it real fast before I mess up. But baby, you looked this up a little bit yourself. Did you not? Did you see anything about this story?
I mean, what you showed me yesterday. I mean, I know the girl made another video apologizing.
Let's go back to our cameras real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, if it works. There we go. So from Mundo Now, she goes, go back to your country. Mexican influencer is insulted by racist FedEx driver. So let's see if we can recap. Mexican influencer is insulted by racist FedEx driver. After throwing her package on the ground, she yelled, go back to your country. Karla de la Torre was insulted for speaking Spanish. Mexican influencer Karla de la Torre recently posted a TikTok video of a racist incident that has gone viral. She never imagined it would happen in her own front yard. Well, the FedEx driver ended up yelling at the young woman and throwing the package on the ground. If you watch the video, she went further than that. She after the influencer, Miss Torre, said, I'm going to talk to your manager about this. I'm going to call FedEx. And the driver was like, I'm cool with my manager.
It says we've got some lag.
Oh, do we? All right. Let me turn this off then. I was sorry about that. If we're lagging, I apologize for that. There's a bit of a lag. All right. When I'm recording and streaming at the same time, sometimes it just can't handle it. It used to, but now lately it's been an issue. So sorry about that. I turned off the recording, so let me know if it picks up. Nixon even helped translate most of what was said, but I got my phone in the other room streaming this live on TikTok, so I can't go into it now. So Nixon, if you don't mind, if you can tell us briefly what was said in the chat, so we can recap what she said, because I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I don't have the video to play right here, but she explains in Spanish exactly what happened to her and her experience from her point of view of the story. And what Usually when this happens, that one video goes viral and, it gets back to the employer and, the person gets fired or something like that. They make a statement. We don't condone this, treatment and stuff like that. What also made it a little extra was not only did this video go viral, it went super viral because the person that she insulted was already being followed by, like, I think 10 million. It was either 1 million or 10 million. I can't remember if it was 1 or 10. Millions of people. She was already had a huge following. You might as well have walked up to Aunt Karen of TikTok and called her the N-word, because that's the kind of heat that you're gonna get thrown back. And you got 1 million followers. Oh, the heat's coming. And this former employee of FedEx, I don't know what she was thinking, because this, usually in these situations, it ain't gonna work out for you. I don't know why she thought. She said, me and my manager are cool. That ain't gonna protect you. You think your manager's gonna lose his or her job for you saying something like that on camera, getting caught saying prejudice or racial slurs and stuff? In that situation, you out there on your own. There's no excuse for it. Now, to give her credit, she made a post. She took full responsibility. She said, because at first it looked like she was only blaming the customer. Karla posted on my video of me saying, since she admitted it, stupid things, and it was dumb. It was she took 100% pure responsibility for it. But she says, she follows that up with, I lost my job. What's done is done. Let's move on. Now, in my opinion, if this happened to me, I probably would talk about it maybe once or whenever it came up. I would talk about it. If you ask me about it, I'm gonna talk about it. But that's the breaks. I mean, you happen to do this to an influencer. Now, if this person wasn't an influencer, this situation was probably still going viral anyway. But she is an influencer and she's heavily followed. This can last as long. This is going to last as long as that influencer wants it to last. In this situation, based on the brief recap I'm kind of giving you, babe, what do you think? Because one of the posts that I saw was, has this cancel culture thing gone too far? This person is acting sincerely remorseful. Should we just move on? Do you think that she now needs to be supported in a victim-like way, kind of a thing?
I think it's just frustrating that with a lot of, and I'm not talking about just this situation in particular, but just in general, when there's some sort of viral TikTok where somebody has done something wrong in general. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's not even necessarily the, in this case, the influencer. It's not her herself, but her followers who take it upon themselves.
Take the fight, and go and run with it.
Harass this person, call every possible. Oh, I live in that town. I know
Brian
those.
Carlson
I'm going to make sure she never works anywhere ever again.
As expected, he did not have a lawyer.
That's where things start
Brian
to go
Carlson
too far.
Had court today for his DV charges concerning.
You should be able to, tell your story, and the girl got fired, and that has all been done. And it's fine to continue to tell your story, or to, if people ask a question, to explain yourself or whatever. But
she feels like the influencer is now hammering it on and now monetizing. All right, you said your piece, I said my side. I got fired. It's over. Let's move on. Now I've stopped talking about you, but you keep talking about me every day. It was what. I'm not doing it justice, guys. I have it pulled up. I'm going to show you exactly. Let me get it in her own words. Now, some of these might be other pages, because I think her actual page, where she first tried to explain herself, got taken down. She had to repost or come back to TikTok on another account. Now her account is her name and the word FedEx. She even put the word FedEx, Annessa FedEx or something like that. Now, at first it was Annessa 222 or something like that. Now it's Annessa FedEx, like she's like you can't accuse that influencer for hammering it on when you name yourself after your former employee. Like, that ain't gonna help your case at all.
I mean, me personally, I would just be like, honey, you're just gonna have to get off TikTok, period.
Yeah.
Period. You're not a millionaire, you're not a celebrity. You don't have any reason to continue to keep getting on there and get off TikTok for a while until this calms down.
But the funny thing is, I'm starting to see little by little in the comment section her gaining a little bit of support. You're never going to gain unless something dramatic happens. The odds of you gaining as much support the need to counter. It's like going after the Beyonce's Beehive. It ain't gonna work. If if Beyonce's Beehive were like, we hate the Talking to the Media show and the Rundown, we hate that. This show would have to shut down for a while because there's no way of fighting that.
A lot of people don't know how to. They need to have that last word. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to just be like, all right, there has to be an end. So I'm just going to let it. You gotta
disappear.
I'm going to let things die down and then go back to normal life.
Right.
But instead, it's like, oh, and another thing. And then the other person's like, well, and another thing.
Yeah.
And another thing. And another thing.
You're just adding fuel.
You want
to add fuel to the fire. Nixon says what was said was the woman, Karla, was upset because the FedEx driver threw her packages with force, and she doesn't know if her packages were damaged or not. Also because the woman tells her to go back to her country. Go back to her country. When the FedEx person says she doesn't want to make it racist when she clearly did. No, I meant I guess you're saying that Karla just recapped what happened, but the former driver says that she in her video, and I'll play it for a second, that she was having a bad day and she was really stressed out, and she goes, I asked for help and they wouldn't help me. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be as sensitive about this as I possibly can, because I've done that job. I've never worked for FedEx, but I've done a similar job and things like that. And I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible when I say this. So effing what? What if me personally, maybe I would have helped. Most people would. Male or female, doesn't matter. Most people would. Some people are trying to make it a male, female. A gentleman would have helped. A decent human being would have helped. Okay. Then let's say somebody recorded that, or if they recorded them helping you. You probably would have lost your job anyway. You're not supposed to have customers coming in that truck and helping you. When you first get the job, you are required to lift a certain amount of weight. I think 50 pounds is usually the standard. And if it exceeds what you're capable of, FedEx is supposed to provide you tools to successfully complete the job on your own. Or if it's that crucial, they bring in extra drivers or to sit with you, crew to come in that truck and ride along with you to help you. What you're not supposed to do is have the customer help you, because what if you already said in your own video, you slipped and you fell down and you hurt yourself and they were just watching and they wouldn't help and they were being assholes about it? What would have happened if she fell down? She's already suing based on what you just said. Imagine if she helped you lift that TV and she fell down, cracked her head or something like that. And what would you think the lawsuit would be then? It would be 10 times more than what this one is. She's got to complain about your words against her. Now, FedEx might be able to get out of this, or they might settle and give her something. Imagine what FedEx would have to do if you went into that truck and helped if you allowed that customer to go in that truck and help you, and then they hurt themselves. FedEx would be crazy.
I mean, I never get, in general, I never get a lot of this, because the girl makes where she said they were as soon as she was starting to have trouble, they were being ugly to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get that. That's a dick move. Most guys wouldn't do that. But it's like,
immediately from that point, you can't tell me that in your training, somewhere in your orientation, FedEx didn't say, in the case of you having a difficult customer, here are the steps you need to take.
Exactly. There's always when a corporation like that, there's always an out.
And if you already struggled and dropped it and they were being ugly, immediately you should have called whatever number, taken whatever step and said, hey, look, it's wet, it's slippery, the customer's upset, and let them handle it from there.
Right.
Don't engage with them. That's the mistake. Everybody wants to engage. Well, they were being ugly. Why are you engaging?
When the company,
why are you engaging in that?
When the company reminds you of that, in the middle of them firing you.
Right.
they remind you.
And it should have been like,
you signed the paper when you took the orientation, clearly saying that you understood that in this scenario you're supposed to do A, B, and C.
It should have been, you should have just been immediately silent and called and let FedEx handle it and say, look, ma'am, I understand you're angry. Here's the steps that FedEx has me take. Here's who you need to call.
Yeah.
I've already done what I need to do with them, and go on.
Right. And hindsight is 20/20 is what they say, right? That let me see if I got this camera. Do I have that camera? No, that's if Tabitha was here. Nope. So that's we don't need that camera today. They say hindsight is 20/20. I'm sure we got all the answers now, after the fact. But no, this is I've been in these situations. I've even had to have workman's comp. I've hurt myself on the job, and the company had to pay. But the excuse of I was having a bad day and all that, it's not going to save you. It might be true, and a lot of people, like 9 times out of 10, anybody else would have helped you, a customer from the customer side. But you're putting, the company's going to be like, well, you're putting the company at even a greater risk, and all kind blah blah blah. So let's see if I can play what happened real quick, because I want to show you guys exactly what happened. Let me see if I can go back to the screen and tell me if this plays. If you can hear it. I don't know if it's going to be...
I'm the woman in the video, and I just want to speak on my side of the story. I pull up to this woman's house, and there's multiple cars in the driveway. I had to go through the back of my truck. I had to park on the side of the street, and I realized that her door is open. So by the time I pull everything out, I have my dolly, and I look out, everybody's in the doorway. So I asked for some help, and everybody just looked at me. So I had put everything on the dolly, and I had to pull it up a curb. When I pulled it up the curb, I had fell with the whole dolly, the whole package, everything. I'm frustrated. It's cold outside, and I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. I stand up, I pull everything off of me. I'm walking to my truck. She comes outside, and she says that she hopes that her package isn't broken. I'm clearly in pain, and some words get
myself. Let me stop right there for a second. I'm clearly in pain. The customer doesn't know that. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and in the comment section, it's evolved since. It was funny when I first saw this video. There was people in the comment section taking her side, and that's why I was curious about that. I was like, I wonder if this is going to be a situation where the sympathy might go. You're not. It's like that. It's like that video where that woman goes, or it's a sound that's going viral on TikTok right now, where the woman goes, I can excuse racism, but animal cruelty I can't excuse. And then the black girl goes, you can excuse racism. Like it feels like that. It's like no one's really going to. Everybody's going to have sympathy for you being in pain, you having a bad day, and everybody's going to sympathize and understand that. The one thing they're not going to sympathize with is how all of that made you become racist. It's just, you're never going to win. And the people you are winning over is freaking me out. That's why I wanted to talk about this. It does not excuse any of that. When you get drunk and go on a racist tirade, it doesn't excuse it. I'll get drunk. I don't turn into an ass. I just don't. Some people can't handle the liquor. Some people are crazy and they go ballistic. They still don't go racist. You wanted to do that. This was a situation of a person who wanted in the moment to get back at that person. Maybe you don't consider yourself a racist. Maybe this was the first time you've ever done this in your life. But in that moment, you were like, what is the one way I can get back at this person that's in front of me? What's the meanest, the most hurtful thing I can? And you went for it. You're like, I'm going to decide to go racist. You had every moment to not. And you still decided to do it. Babe, what do you think? How do you feel about this explanation so far?
To be honest, she'll probably never admit it. And most people, because it's human nature, I think all of it really stemmed from embarrassment. She fell in the front yard with all this person's packages, and basically it's like being the little kid who trips and they come out and start pointing fingers and
Right.
You know, they weren't laughing at her, but they immediately came out and you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
I just dropped all this stuff. It's my job. Now they're in my face, and she reacted very poorly with that. And you know,
it's the whole thing about in that first video. I was trying to find that one. Maybe it was on the next one. In the actual video, she's all like, "Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm cool with my manager."
And Nixon's asking, she didn't complete the job. Her completion of the job was, she puts the more of the video is the customer had several packages. She piled them all in the front yard and was like, "There's your stuff."
Making the customer wonder more, like it may come off as selfish. It may come off as entitled. She sees you fall, or if you did, we didn't see it in the video, so I don't know if she fell or not. But allegedly, she fell down, and the customer just stood there and watched. Even in that situation, the customer technically is not allowed to really. I mean, as a decent human being, they can help you and make sure you're okay. That's fine. But help you with the package? What happens? You already failed. You already demonstrated that it was slippery and wet and rainy.
I mean, I know when I have ordered a large item before, part of the instructions for me as a customer says, before the delivery person leaves, whoever that may be, you need to open it up. You need to look at it. Because if there is damage, it has to be
said right there in the moment.
Said right there. So my thing is, like, okay, it fell. We don't know if there's even anything wrong.
It won't matter. It won't matter if there's nothing wrong with that TV, because she said what she said. Now, not only are they going to
No, I'm just saying this girl shouldn't. I'm sure FedEx has a process that says, in the case of this, customer needs to go ahead and open it, do it, whatever. We need to document. We need to do, steps to take.
Yeah. And she didn't follow steps. Let's see what else she says.
Get exchanged. She calls me a lousy worker. I call her a bitch. She calls me ghetto. She calls me a bitch. And by then, she pulls out her phone.
What I don't understand is, I mean, let me be stupid for a second. I'm one of those guys like to assume things and stuff. When I first saw her in this video, even I'm looking at her hair, her facial features and stuff now. I didn't see a quote, because the tag was like white person says racist stuff to a Hispanic family. I was like, maybe she's mixed or something. I was thinking that. I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. In the video, and I know that doesn't matter, but what in the video with the incident that happened, in the video she goes, I am white, and she just totally, for some stupid reason, like she goes, totally embracing it, like she just Karen'd up, like she went like from level 1 to like level infinity Karen. I am white and I hate, like it was the stupidest comment I ever seen. But like she said, she was all frustrated, but it just didn't make any damn sense. Like she announced to the world, I am white and I hate you because you're Hispanic. Like it was dumb. I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I won't say an age group.
Oh, she in her 20s. She got to be.
No. I'm just saying. I don't want to say it's all of people of a certain age, but just
the 20-year-olds. All of y'all.
There is so many people right now that just have some serious anger management.
They just think that there's no consequences.
Issues. There's so many people that have that mentality. No one's going to talk to me like that. Period.
Yeah.
You say something to me and I'm immediately coming after you. And I don't get that mentality. I get it. Nobody wants to be talked about ugly. I don't want people to say ugly things to me either. Yeah. But I don't see, what exactly do you hope to accomplish by fighting whatever, and half of other words at people? The
majority of them ain't hard. You're not hard. Most of y'all that be doing that stuff, especially you're not hard. You know what's hard? Unemployment. That's what's so.
I'm trying to get her other package out. I just ended up telling her, you know what? I'm just going to leave these packages right here on the ground. She's antagonizing me by recording me. And I ended up saying a racist comment. And I'm deeply sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was unladylike of me. It was immature. And I shouldn't have said it, period. And I want to deeply apologize to Karla and her family because I shouldn't have acted like that. And I do want to apologize to the FedEx company too because I represent you guys and it was unprofessional and I know better. And I'm sorry.
And there were some people in the comment section starting to take her side. All you did was strengthen Karla's lawsuit. That's pretty much.
Do y'all remember that FedEx worker who went on a racist rant and told a customer as they were delivering their package to go back to their country? Well, that customer happened to be an influencer with 10 million followers.
10 million.
And the video she posted about the situation has garnered more than 27 million views. Apparently,
it was 30 million by earlier today, by the way.
FedEx has fired the worker, and I agree with FedEx's actions because what the worker did was completely unacceptable, inappropriate, and uncalled for. But
thank you, FedEx. This is a comment section. Thank you, FedEx. Imagine all the instances where people don't have the fame, the fan base, and exposure. Let's see. Let me go a little bit further down. She shouldn't have said that, but the influencer should post the whole video, not just the part of her benefit.
Well, she said they didn't pull out the phone immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't have all of it on video.
Exactly. Even an influencer isn't gonna be on the ready. When you think your package, unless you're doing an unboxing or something like that, I don't think she would have had she had her phone. She seemed to have got. That's why I said I didn't see the fall, and I didn't see her drop the package at first. That made the influencer go, I hope my package isn't broken. So obviously seemingly what happened was the incident happened, the influencer said what she said, and then the FedEx driver started getting mad and started bombing back, and that's when the influencer knew I need to get my phone out. And then the second that phone came out, Annessa, whatever her name is, decided very unmaturely, like she said in her video, to keep it going, which was, the phone is out. Like, don't be dumb. You double down, and then not only that, you go racist. It's just, I don't know, man. People, but in the moment, like you said, people just don't give a, and that's how. And I'm trying to see if I can find it. She made another video where she explains that it should be over, but
first we have breaking.
It's still going.
Do y'all remember that FedEx worker who went on a...
My boss personally. Está aventando mis pinches cajas y trae un pinche genio. Yeah, there you go. Get your boxes. Since all y'all want to stand there and look at me, yeah. Help. How about that? Come help. Mira, la vino y me aventó mis vanities. You can kiss my white ass. Just leave. Girl, leave. Sorry. Go back to your country. I can't understand what you're saying. Que me regrese a mi país. This is America. No. This is America. I know this is America.
Yeah.
I'm the woman in the...
And then she tries to justify... Yeah, in the comment section. It doesn't justify her racism, though. Nothing does. I was having a bad day, and I'm trying to find the other...
I just want to give you guys a little update for those of you who care about what's been going on in my life. Most of you know I lost my job. My face is all over the world, and it's going to be hard for me to find a new one, thanks to Karla and my big mouth. But let's just hop right into it. I just wanted to speak on the video that Karla posted. She said that I was throwing her packages and banging on her door. That is a lie. She also said that nobody seen me outside, but everybody was in the doorway. And she also said that her mom came outside and she went back inside quickly. Her mom came outside and she was yelling at Karla, and Karla said something to her, and then she went back inside. I'm not here to justify anything. I just think that this is getting out of hand. I never meant to come off racist. That's not even who I am as a person. And I wouldn't even be making another video right now. But after I told Karla to let me be in my last video, she blocked me. And then she made another video about me. In this video, she wasn't making fun of me. She was lying about the whole situation. I don't even want to make any more videos like this. I just don't want to be embarrassed, and I don't want to be anybody's entertainment, and I just don't want to be anybody's fame. I'm a real person. This is my real life, and it shouldn't go this far.
You know what the problem with that is? So is Karla. She's also a real person, and she didn't expect to be talked and her and her mom to be talked to like that. And unfortunately, like what do they say? Oh, you have freedom of speech, but but there's also it's not going to abstain you from consequences. Like I said, if this was any other regular person, only the video would have gone viral, and that maybe that person would have gotten some support and followers, after the fact. You unfortunately did this to a person who already had a following, so it's going to be it is unfortunate that she's going to use this she's going to monetize off of this, and that's one part of I agree. When I say I agree, I still don't agree with what you did. I'm saying you're 100% right with what you just said. She's going to monetize off of this. She's going to every time she talks about this, she's going to get some money off of it because she's already got that kind of a following. And this stuff gets clicks. These conversations, it gets. Sure, you're right. She is, but there's nothing you can do to stop it. She even if, like you said, Joy, even if she stops posting, the following, the followers are they'll pick up. They're making stitches. They're gonna pile on. This is the only way is to slow this down is to do what Joy said in the beginning of this whole thing. You need to disappear. But you keep saying that you don't want to continue this back and forth. This is like, there's another video after this on her new account after this account got banned. You keep putting yourself out there.
You have to just stop, period.
You got to disappear.
As frustrating as
you try to defend yourself and have the last word, like you said.
You definitely don't. I get it, because I don't like people to lie. If you feel somebody lied about you.
The camera don't lie.
No, I'm just saying, if that's your feeling,
yeah.
I get that feeling that you
don't want
like that. You don't want that lie.
Yeah.
You feel like you really got to make people understand.
Yeah.
But when you've got followers like that won't let it go, like won't back off, you have to disappear, because that every time you make another, that gives them more ammunition to keep coming after. So
you could walk on water tomorrow, and people are going to be like, "What racist river is that?" You know, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Got to just stop altogether, and they'll find something new to be angry about.
Yeah, eventually. But here's one of the things I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that in the comment section. We are with you. You see that right there? At the very top, we are with you. It's a little bit to the bottom. Alma Morales. You will get something better. Don't worry. I was like, well, is this? She's gaining support. Maybe it'll only be a drop in the bucket compared to the other person. But at the end of the day, you were still wrong. No matter how you try to slice it. I was having a bad day. I know she got me on camera saying saying some racist stuff. But it's over for me. It should be over. You can't order her steps. You can't. She didn't expect you to come to her house acting reckless like that. So you can't blame her what she does with it after the fact. It is what it is. She ain't responsible for your bad day. I know you don't like it when I quote him, but Kevin Samuels even said this: the world does not owe you understanding. That's just bottom line. It doesn't. I was having a bad day. Okay, well, what? Okay. You made her day real bad too by saying what you said to her and her mother. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Que no la ayudé, que me burlé de ella, que le
this is what I
falté
asked for translation.
Por grabarla en mi propia casa golpeando mis paquetes. Ay, no lo puedo creer que haga tantos comentarios justificando el racismo de la muchacha. Que no la ayudé.
It was a short one, but obviously I don't understand it, and get some translation for that later. But I guess let us know what you guys think about this whole thing. I titled it Is there any cancel culture forgiveness? In this situation, I'm going to say no. I don't see it. And for the people who are going, you'll get something better, and maybe she will, maybe she won't. But I'm questioning, in what way are you throwing support at this? I'm not saying that I'm not saying that every person should be thrown to the wolves and lose everything and then get homeless and or be destroyed and all that. No, of course not. But you got to understand that you're going to be there's going to be it's going to take some time. You can't just instantly just expect everybody to forget about it because you're ready to move on. That's just not how the world works, and the world doesn't know you understand. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Move on and go on to the next thing. because even with 2 or 3 topics, I still managed to turn this into an hour show. I don't know how I did it because I don't know. I talk too much. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next thing. Let's go into Act 2. I'm always forgetting to do the commercial thing, man. Why do I always forget that? I apologize. I always forget to do the commercial. I'm not gonna forget this time. I need a commercial break. Let me do that. So, guys, before we go into Act 2, this is how you can support the channel.
You can connect with Th3 Media Studios on all of our social media platforms when you go to our Linktree. On Linktree, you can find things like our Amazon wishlist, IMDb, Instagram, TikTok, as well as our official blog at Th3medias.com. When you find us on Linktree. This is your navigator, Nixon. Now let's get to the review. You can connect with Th3 Media.
Sorry about that. I was talking all that noise and I forgot to turn the mics back on. Sorry about. I forgot to turn the mic. I was talking about. We're going to be watching Ant-Man and the Wasp next week in a screening. There's still an embargo on Ant-Man, so the social media reviews is what's out right now. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp reviews that are coming in on Twitter. That's what we're reading right now. So I apologize. So I forgot to unmute the mic. So full reviews are not allowed yet, but here are some early social media reviews. You got some? You got one, baby?
It says up to Anth. Brand new Marvel movie is absolutely amazing. The best movie in the MCU so far. It balances comedy, action, and heart so well, and don't be surprised if you meet your new favorite Avenger. 10 out of 10. And then Eric at I Am Right Always said, couldn't agree more. All of the Phase 4 early screening reviews in a nutshell.
Let's see. I've got one here.
Let's see, yeah.
From Emmanuel E-Man. That's a guy I follow. He's a real good. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It's so weird and visually felt like a new world. Jonathan Majors as Kang is the best part. And I've heard that numerous times. Is the best part. Period. Wish we got more Wasp. Paul Rudd was hilarious, although other jokes were chuckles at best. Felt like just another Ant-Man movie. I wish we got more Wasp is an interesting thing to say, because even in the trailers, they weren't showing any Wasp. It was like only by trailer number 3, I finally heard her speak. She wasn't even speaking in the trailers. And we got one little line out of her in the trailers. So that's a confirmation. There's not enough Wasp in there.
I've heard several times calling it Marvel's Star Wars.
Mark, what do you mean? Who's saying that?
I've seen that written several places. Quantumania reviews call it Marvel's Star Wars.
Kang being like Darth Vader, maybe?
I guess.
That makes okay. I see that. Okay, let's see if I can find some more reviews. Let's go through one more real quick. Let's see anything. Good.
I see a few like meh.
What is it? What are they saying?
Chase Dog says all the Ant-Man reviews seem to be unanimous in that as a setup for the next saga, it's very good. But as a standalone MCU project, it's really nothing special, but not bad either. I'm fine with that, to be honest. Wasn't expecting top-tier MCU content out of Ant-Man movie. I just really wanted a Kang setup.
Okay.
These movies are, Brian Hurst says, these Ant-Man movies are so disposable and forgettable that it wasn't until I read this that I even realized the new movie is supposed to conclude a trilogy. Also, I've read between the lines of enough reviews to know that this is code for the movie is bad.
Dang. So earlier we got people saying things like, this is an Avengers level type movie. Like the director was determined not to make another Ant-Man is just another throwaway or is a setup for something bigger that's coming along. He's like, no, I want this to be like the Civil War of this trilogy. It might be the best of the trilogy. Well, maybe not, but I mean, that's interesting. I mean, he shot for the stars, but I don't know. It's still another mixed bag from. Let's see. Let me see if I can. Ant-Man and the Wasp. See if I can. Quantumania. Did I do that right? Ant-Man. Come on. Give me some. Here we go. Give it to me now. Let me see if there's any reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, like if there's any official reviews before we move on. Come on. What do we got here? There we go. Ant-Man and Ross. No rating. Okay, so it's still the same. No official reviews are out yet. These are all just social media reviews. All right. We're going to see it next week before it comes out.
This one says Jim Dimzak at Darth Giraffe. After seeing the initial reviews for Quantum Leap, it doesn't make me worry, but the parts people are criticizing aren't even an issue. I don't give a fuck about the Ant-Man trilogy, so all I really wanted was Paul Rudd to pop off and Kang to be hype. And that seems to be true, so let's go.
Okay. I just want Paul Rudd to pop off and Kang to be okay. If you like it, I love it. Okay. So let's see how we feel about it when we watch it. We see it next week. So we're gonna all be together, me, Joy, and Tabs. We're gonna go watch it early. And hopefully we'll have our review ready for next Thursday. All right, let's move on to the last thing. Let's do one. That's because we already hitting the hour mark. So let's get out of here. Act 3, no commercial. Let's just move on forward. We haven't done. We're gonna run down some Reddit. We haven't done Reddit in a while, so we're gonna try to do some Reddit reviews or reactions.
Reddit reaction. If my
computer loads up, man, it's every time, man, every time. So this was was lied to my whole relationship. You want to read this? It's female, so you want to do the sexy female voice, or you want me to do it? I can do it if you want.
I just need to move over so I can see.
There we go. It says, hold on, I got you, baby. It says, I was lied to my whole relationship. So, because if you move over like that, you'll be out of frame. I'll take care of it. I, 28 female, was in a relationship with 32 male, someone for 8 months. I fell in love with him. Crazy because he really wasn't my type in the first place. I gave him a chance and ended up liking him. I waited 8 months to have any physical intimacy with him. I felt like I was ready to take the relationship to the next step. After that, I found out he's been cheating on me. Imagine thinking you're ready to be intimate, and after you're hit with the fact that he's been getting around with any female he can get to. I've been in complete and utter disgust. We used protection, but I still am going to get tested. All I heard was 8 months. I was like, I would be a typical dude. I was like, okay, you wait, you let the dude, okay. You said, I want to wait 8 months. Here's the question. Did you say I want to wait 8 months and I want to be exclusive? I mean, what was the setup here?
I was like, yeah, I would need to know some more info.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I remember when I told you, babe, I was like, babe, I want to wait 8 months. And you were like, oh, hell no, give me that dick. Remember that? You don't remember saying that? Like, how do you respond to this lady?
I would need some more details. Is he telling you you're the only one?
Yeah.
We're serious, super serious,
you,
all this. And so then, yeah, that's pretty crappy.
You. I can wait 8 months. It's fine. I'm good. By month number 2, he was already getting around. He was like, oh, this girl really ain't going to let me hit. I'm like, are you a virgin? Obviously not. You're not anymore, at least. I mean, you male or female, there's a lot of people that won't wait 8 months. If you're dating with the purpose to eventually possibly get married, fall in love and get married or something like that, you're like 28 female, 32 male. There are people who have already, been around the block and have needs or whatever.
Well,
I'm not saying your standards are your standards, but here's where he's wrong. Your standards are your standards. If that's the rule, if that's what you're gonna say from the beginning, then he should have been up front and was like, I'm gonna continue casually dating. Because if you're like, I always wait a standard 8 months. Most guys aren't gonna wait that long. It's just the fact. I mean, most women won't wait that long. I know Joy wouldn't wait. She was like, you're gonna have to give me that. So I don't know. I'm not shaming her for it, but.
There are some, and it really just depends on what was said. If he told her, oh, yeah, I'm totally cool with it, and it's just me and you.
Of course he said that.
It's just me and you. No, it's.
Because now it's a challenge of, oh, I'm going to get that.
No, I'm not. We're not dating anybody else. It's just us. I'm fine. It doesn't bother me. I get it. Everything's cool. Well, then, yeah, that's pretty crappy to do to somebody.
How did you find out the second y'all have sex? Was he laying that trap to get back at you or something for making them wait that long? The second I feel this.
That's what I'm talking about. We're missing a lot of information.
Yeah.
It doesn't say any,
you couldn't sniff that out? Yeah, you didn't sniff that out by month 5, 6, 7.
Somebody called you up.
You waited till after y'all had sex to start listening to your intuition.
These days it's like TikTok. People are putting in your comments, hey, I've seen that dude before. I dated him 3 weeks ago.
And then she gonna be like, you wait until after I give up the poom poom to tell me. Like y'all were all in on it. Y'all waited for me to actually let this dude get it for y'all to tell me he was cheating the whole time. Now I feel like I'm blaming her on it. But you're 28 years old. You know that dudes are dumb, and we ain't gonna most dudes 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna wait like that. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. Have you met guys? Even most women ain't gonna. Nah, dude. I met people like that. Tell some girl, I'm not gonna. I don't want to have sex until or really get to know you. Maybe about a year of dating. No, there's women out there that'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna have to get some on the side. Mama's got needs. I know people.
One of my favorite TikTokers, I don't know what her name is, but her TikTok is called the BS you see on TikTok. She rates it the top 3. She does one every day.
You talked about her.
She landed herself on her own list.
Mm-hmm. For what reason?
Her friend was dating a guy, and I have to go back and look. She knew the guy was lying about she decided to out them by she had a friend's party, a party with all of her girlfriends, couples and stuff, and pulled just them two to the side to say, look, you need to fess up to what's you need to be truthful here.
Yeah.
And everybody was mad. And she was like, no, I had to, I had to have my friends back. I had to.
Let me pull this up real quick. Nixon in the comment section. Let me see if I can pull it up. Chat box, is it up here? Nixon said, well, when you date a demisexual, you have to develop a friendship before a relationship can be established, and that can take time. Well, she doesn't say that she's a demisexual.
Well,
that's what Joy was saying.
Information about what's going on.
She could just be afraid of peen. Just like Nixon, when I said the word, and she almost threw up. Like, I said, penis.
I mean, really.
She could be afraid of the dark.
With the
we don't know.
Information that was given, for all we know, he did tell her to her face, I date 5 days of the week. I got dates. And she just didn't hear any of that because she didn't want to hear it.
It could be any scenario.
We don't know.
Or he could have said everything that she wants to hear. I love you, baby. It's only you. I don't mind waiting until you, check my background. And
I don't even like sex.
I don't even like sex. I don't even own lotion. Whatever it takes. Like there's some like I've been a teenager. I mean, the dude is 30. What did it say? He's 32 years old. What I would have said to you was, hell no, bye. That's what I would have said.
We're missing a lot of background.
Yeah.
Especially for a Reddit that.
Very short Reddit.
Most of these Reddits sometimes like 2 pages long of details going through like day 1, day 2, day 3. This one,
this one ain't gonna need an update. Let me double check. Let me look at the comments real quick on this. What it says. The bright side is you can dump him now instead of learning of his cheating a year or 2 years later. It's been 8 months. Look, like I said, I'm not victim blaming, but it's weird that unless he set the trap up, the second she finally gives it up to me, I'm gonna find a way out of this, because that was ridiculous. I can't believe she made me wait that long. What if he was being like very superficial, like if the sex better be good, because if it's not, then I'm gonna find a way out of this. Like, what if she was bad and that's why he did it? Like, he goes, oh, by the way, what if he was? Maybe he was. What if he was cheating? But he was able to cover his tracks, because she said he was cheating the whole time. He was able to cover his tracks perfectly for 8 months. But the second they had sex,
that's what I'm saying. But we didn't even find
that indicates that it was bad.
You didn't tell us anything about how you found this out.
Yeah, I feel like there's an update coming soon from his point of view. Like you gotta understand, she was terrible. Like, he's gonna make himself sound like even more of a jerk. She was terrible. It was the worst. I had to get out of there. Like, I can already see it. But 9 times out of 10, he was just being a jerk that was just lying and telling her everything that she wants to hear, so he can get it in and get out. He probably never intended on, but it's just weird. 8 months, no hints, nothing. And the second y'all have sex, he just magically, oops, don't go through my open phone that I tossed right next to you as I go down the street for 10 minutes. Babe, don't do that, please. I'm trusting you. I know, don't ignore all those ringing messages and alerts that are coming in from my hint, whistle, whistle, wink, wink. Like, no, he probably set that whole thing up. The second because it's just, I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that whole thing. I don't know. Somebody else goes, that's very true. Are we froze out?
On my screen, I'm just spinning.
Oh, like the internet's probably down. Well, if we're frozen out, let me, I guess this is a good place to end it then. I don't know if it's, what's happening.
It's not doing anything.
Well, let's find out what's going on with the internet, because it still says that we have it, but if not, we can end it on that. Guys, I don't know if it's going to catch up or pick up later. Let's try again. I'm going to get out of it and go back in. Waiting for that 5 seconds.
Okay.
Is it back on?
I think it's on.
Well, maybe it's a sign. Like we're
kind of jumping. But
yeah, okay. It's time to call it. All right, so it's been over an hour anyway, guys. Let us know what you guys think about everything that we talked about. Put it in the comment section below. We didn't hit not 1% of our goal, so I guess you guys don't want to help us out real quick. So I'm not going to guilt you. I mean, it is my birthday, so there's a lag. I don't know if it's on my connection, so I'm going to restart on my end. So yeah, it's not. It's something happened over here. It's time for us. It's like it's been an hour. Let's get out of here. So that's what they're probably saying. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys for listening to us go on about this on a Wednesday. Like I said, we normally do this on Thursday, but tomorrow we're going to have Amy back on the show, and we're going to do that earlier on the rundown. So it'll be around maybe noon, maybe 1. I don't know. We got to have to double check with it. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks, guys, for keeping it live in the comment section, for letting us know what you guys think at all times. I appreciate you guys for helping us out with this, and appreciate my wife for putting up with me once again as I spit this hot fire and all this truth on all y'all. So until next time, guys, have a good one, and see you tomorrow. Peace.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.